What's up, my people? This is Blue Bull Forex, and guys, I welcome you once again to the Inside Empire. All right, this is where theory meets practice, and at this particular point, guys, I'm gonna be showing you the easiest intermediate trading strategy. I said intermediate. All right, easiest intermediate trading strategy that you will need to be able to navigate this particular market very easily. All right, now let's dive into the particular market and be able to show you, get some of the trades that I have traded in the past, and then I'm gonna be analyzing how exactly did I spot those particular entries. And guys, I can guarantee you, if you master this particular strategy and you follow what I'm going to tell you guys, it's gonna pay out within a very short period of time. So in case you're struggling, you don't have any working strategy, now this video is basically for you. But remember first to subscribe and also to like, because this encourages me to do more and more of this particular content, and this content is likely also to assist you as a person who is interested in getting started, how to getting started in the financial markets. Now before that, guys, also remember we have a Telegram channel. I'm gonna be attaching the link to the Telegram in case you're interested in joining the Telegram. It's completely free of charge, and also I'm gonna attach the link to the broker that I use in case you're interested also in trading with that particular broker. You can be able to join and get started in the forex market. All right, now let's do this, guys. Now first thing first, all right, the pair is XAU USD. XAU USD is basically what we call the gold. All right, first thing, the pair is XAU USD for this particular strategy. The second thing, time frame of analysis is 1 hour time. Now in this particular market, you can see I've been able to secure some significantly good trades for backtesting for the last 4 days or 5 days. How I was able to secure this trade, I was able to secure this trade, and I was able to secure this trade and also this other trade. As you see, guys, there is completely no technical indicators that I've added to my charts to be able to guide me on how to trade. So this trade is purely based on price action and actually what we call a Fibonacci retracement tool. An amazing analytical tool in case you want to analyze the market technically and you do not want, or you are not interested in using the technical indicators, which are basically known to be lagging in the forex market space. Now what do? You need to have a Fibonacci tool. It's basically around this particular place. You pick your Fibonacci tool. It's called the Fib retracement, and then you put the Fib retracement this way. So basically your Fib does not look this way, and this is why I'm gonna guide you on how to make sure that the settings of your Fibonacci looks exactly like mine, because if they don't look exactly like this, you're gonna have a different results, and probably you're gonna be get stopped out when trying to use this particular strategy. So you must make sure that, number one, that your strategy or your Fibonacci tool aligns with the settings that I'm going to show you right here. This is my own strategy that I've been using for the longest time. I've used this particular strategy to make some significant, pass some significant funded accounts, and also withdraw some good payouts using the same strategy. All right, now it's very easy actually. You need to come to the indicator to the Fibonacci tool and then put in the settings, and to make sure that you are first uncheck these first 5 boxes. Check, not uncheck. The first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these boxes should be checked, and first one should be 0. All right, the second one should be 0.618, the third one should be 0.705, the fourth one should be 0.79, and then the last one or the fifth one should be 1 positive. All right, now in the other side, you need to have 3. In the other column, you need to have 3 checked boxes. The first box should have -1. All right, the second one should have 0.62, and the third box should basically be having -0.27. Please check to confirm that there is no other box which is checked apart from this, the first 5 in the first column and these first 3 in the second column. Then drop all the way down at this particular place and change this one. You will find it at values, so I want you to put it to percentages, and then of course we shall have this one at top, middle, center, and left. Don't change the forward, but of course you can minimize this particular background because it's not really of a lot of use. It's gonna bring a lot of lighting and confusion, so just minimize that particular background and you just say okay. All right, now this is where it gets interesting. You can see, for example, for this particular trade that we took over here, we need to, this strategy is basically based on what we call market range. How do you be able to know what is a range? And a range is from where the market went to the lowest to where the market went to the highest. All right, it's not consolidate. I'm not talking about the range of consolidating market. That is not ranging market, a range, a market range. Where was the market at the lowest point and where the market was at the highest point? Remember, guys, the most basic principle, even besides Forex, in every profession, is to buy at the extreme low and to sell at the extreme high. That is the basic business principle. And this is all what entrepreneurs and business people are always looking at doing. So as you, even as a Forex trader, your responsibility is also to make sure that you should buy probably at low and sell at the highest point the market has reached. All right. So now the lowest point, we call it the discount side, and the highest side, we call it the premium side. So now this means at the premium side of the market or of any particular range, we are basically looking for sell opportunities, and at the discount side of any particular market, we basically look for buy opportunities. Now, for example, you can see this is a range. All right, you can see this is a range. This is where this market began all the way up. All right, so that is one range. Okay, this is another range as well. Pay attention to these ranges. This is another range from the highest point to the lowest point, and then we had a pullback. We don't mind the pullback because they're basically what we are looking to trade. And of course, you can see this is another range. So let's delete this first one so that we don't get confused. Want to make it very simple for everybody to be able to engage and trade. All right. Now, this is the lowest point of this particular range, and this is the highest point of this particular range. So you only have one activity, assuming this trade is not there. All right, assuming that trade is not there. So assuming I'm not in that particular trade, you're gonna have to pick this particular Fibonacci tool and place it at the lowest point of the range, the one that you have marked out, and then make sure the black line, which has 0.00%, is at the highest point of the range. All right, please don't go to the other side of integers. Make sure the 0.00% is at the highest point where that particular market reached. So this is basically what we call a complete range. And then you want to pick a rectangle here. All right, gotta pick a rectangle here and mark out where we have these particular three lines and extend the lines in that particular manner. All right, becomes pretty much easy. And then your objective is only one. Your objective is only one, which is, of course, to wait for a pullback, because this is basically what the market did. It went all the way up. Once it comes back to this particular zone, we pick an entry from there in the overall direction of the market. This particular zone, we call it the golden zone. It's also called the optimal trade entry by some ICT traders. All right, it's called the OTE, or the optimal trade entry zone. So this is one of the most powerful entry criteria, because basically the market will retrace in between 79.0% and 61.8% of the Fibonacci retracement tool. I'm going to be also sharing with you so many strategies that regards to this particular analytical tool. This is basically the market algo itself, how the market behaves, where it retraces from, and where it has a high probability of playing out from. So as you can see in this particular video here, we have the market retracing from the golden zone, and this is basically where you were supposed to pick your long position. Long means buying and short means selling. So if we were trading based on this, we could have entered a long position here. Let's say we had our stop loss just below the optimal trade entry zone and probably target the previous high, or have a good risk to reward ratio, let's say 1:2, 1:3. And as you can see, guys, pretty nice trade over here. It has played out. So these are some of the things that happens almost every day, almost every time. These are some of the things that once you master, you can never unsee them in the market. And it's evident from almost everywhere else. All right, as you can see, we have a range over here. We have a range over here. I want to show you a different range. How did we take the trade that I'm dealing with currently? All right, so what did we see? We saw a movement from the highest point, which came to the way to the lowest point over here, all right, of this particular range. This particular move from here to here. So our 0.00 was at the lowest point, and then we marked out the three lines over here. All right, we marked out these particular three lines. This is what we call the optimal trade entry, or the golden zone. and basically, as you can see, once the market retraced back to this to the golden zone, it played out for a sell. All right, so these things happens almost all the time, so we could have had a short entry from that particular point. Probably most of my risk to reward ratio is basically 1:3, and once I get up to that, I don't see any other reason to continue holding up to the charts, and that confirms what I'm talking about. As you can see, guys, the target was this particular previous low, and market played out, giving us a good 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Pretty nice trade, with having our stop loss just above the optimal trade entry zone or the golden zone, and these are the things that almost happens all the time. All right, now I'm going to show you the last one, the last bit of the same. This is another trade yet, and how did we arrive at this particular trade? All right, so as you can see, we have a range over here. All right, let me remove this. We have a range over here. From this is the lowest point of this particular market, and then the market went all the way up to that particular zone. So a 0.00 mark is the highest point of that particular market, and then we marked out this particular zone just like that. And as you can see, once the market came to tap our yellow zone or the optimal trade entry zone, our golden zone, we can see how we got a good long position from here. Our stop loss just could have been below this particular optimal trade entry zone, and we target 1:3, which is pretty enough for us. 1:3, pretty nice trade over there. All right, so these are some of the things that you can never unsee in any chart, and I encourage you to interact with this particular approach. Just try to backtest by mapping out various ranges and be able to see if you are getting trade setup based on the same. Guys, I can guarantee you this is one of the most powerful approaches that I use, because my basic principle in engaging with the charts is that I make it very simple and straightforward for me to understand. Remember, guys, holding in the profits in the market does not come from the hustle. It comes from just making it simple, clear, and straightforward for you to be able to understand. All right, so I'm gonna come with more and more strategies of this caliber. In case you're interested, please tap on the subscribe button, and also make sure that you follow this particular YouTube channel, so that anytime, guys, I post this particular content, you get notified. And also, anytime I come live doing some live analysis, you are on board with me, so that we can grow together, even as we build this particular channel. All right, this is Blue Bull Forex, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Goodbye.